Hello, everyone, and thank you. Hello, everyone. You're here to learn why menopause ruins your sleep and 3 natural fixes that can fix that tonight. So, thank you for being here. My name is Melanie Van Hock. I am a student at Quantum University. I finished my master's in holistic health, and I am here to share with you why menopause ruins your sleep. What is actually happening to your body during menopause and perimenopause? Your estrogen and progesterone level begins to change. These hormones naturally help regulate your sleep cycle. And when you lose them, you feel calm. But when you're not liking them, you feel like you're very excitable and also not able to calm down in the evenings, and particularly in the middle of the night. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night because you couldn't sleep anymore during your perimenopause and menopause? That's one of the things we're going to talk about today. So thank you for being here. The first thing that happens during perimenopause is the estrogen level decreases in your body and has a harder time regulating temperature. And this is one of the reasons why you wake up feeling hot and restless. It's what leads to hot flashes eventually. The progesterone decreases as well, and your brain loses one of its natural calming hormones, because progesterone is really there to help you fall asleep and stay asleep. It also regulates all sorts of other body function, as we all know. But when it comes to sleep, that's the connection right there. And then your cortisol levels are not being able to be monitored as well. So if you're stressed and overwhelmed, you're carrying a mental load. Your cortisol stays elevated and tells your brain to stay awake and sharp all the time. So even when you want to sleep, your nervous system is not ready for it. We're going to talk about rest versus sleep and what's the difference there. So when you can't sleep, you become obsessed with sleep. You start reading books, you start listening to podcasts, and the more frustrated you become around sleep, the harder it then becomes to obtain that sleep. So my first advice for you is to try to get rest versus sleep. And that's going to help your brain to get to those brain waves that we need to attain that nice restful state, whether that's throughout the day or in the evenings as you're getting ready for bed. So rest is just when your mind softens and your nervous system settles, and that's activating your parasympathetic system. And we can do that in many different ways. Sleep is what happens naturally once your body feels safe enough to relax. So instead of saying, I have to sleep, try these different techniques. Light stretching. We're not talking about yoga in bed here. We're talking about some head rolls, some shoulder rolls, and putting the shoulder back and down. Soft breathing, but specifically with the out breath. Try to make your out breath twice as long as your in breath. And so this would look something like this. In for 4 seconds and out for 8 seconds. And doing that 2 or 3 times, you'll already start to feel the shift in your body. Lowering the lights a few hours before bedtime, ideally 1 or 2 hours, are spent in dim lighting. You can read a book or journal before bed. It will help you to also get to that relaxed state. No pressure. So this is not a good time to be checking your work emails and checking your phone for the latest messages on Facebook. And no forcing it. That's a huge, huge piece of it. is to just invite the rest and sleep will follow. So the goal is just to be nice and calm and enjoy that feeling of just laying in your bed, closing your eyes, doing your breath, and welcoming that resting period. Whether it's just as you're going to bed or you're waking up in the middle of the night, practice this method. Do a brain dump. This works really, really well for those of you that wake up with a long list of to-do items. I forgot to do the groceries. I forgot to reply to this email. I forgot to reply to my friend about the party she's hosting this weekend. We all do that one, right? And we're tempted to actually do it right there in the middle of the night, but it's not ideal, of course. So one of the biggest challenges here is just the mental load that we carry around all day, every day, and everything that's due. So a brain dump is actually an exercise where you're going to take a piece of paper and write down every single thought. You're not getting into the action of the thought, you're just writing it down. And it's best if you can do this in the dark. Don't turn on the light. You may not be able to read your writing, but it's okay. It's just about putting the thought from your mind onto paper and then releasing that. Then imagine the paper dissolving into water or the paper burning into fire. Let those thoughts go, just like clouds in the sky, and the breeze just blows them over. Your brain isn't the enemy here. It's more about your mind and how it can learn to relax. And that's the key here, is to getting to that restful state versus trying to get it all done before bed. Your breath work also can shift your body into sleep mode. So your breath is a very fast way to reset your nervous system. When your breath slows down, your heart rate slows down, your brain is now getting the signal that it's resting mode. And so the breath that we just practiced with the 4 seconds inhale, 8 seconds exhale is really going to help you get into that restful mind. So let's practice it again together. 4 seconds in and 8 seconds out. And do that 2 to 3 times in a row. And you're going to shift your mind from the super alpha, beta brain waves, super excited, down to the delta waves that we're wanting to achieve with the rest and sleep periods. Sleep is not broken. Your body is not broken. Your hormones are shifting, and that's impacting your nervous system. When you're focusing on rest, you release your mental load and you use your breath work to calm your body. Sleep will come easier for you tonight. So I want you to let me know which of these tips have worked best so far for you when you try it out tonight. I'm going to share in the comments a 7-day to 7 nights of sleep playlist on my YouTube channel. I want to invite you to play one of the recordings every night as you go to bed. You just press play, close your eyes, and follow my lead. You don't need to stop the recording at the end. You don't need to do anything at the end. Just invite the rest and the sleep. Thank you so much for your time today. Feel free to share this mini class with the ones you love that feel they could benefit from this sleep class. It's specifically for menopause, perimenopause period, but obviously sleep can be affected at any age. So feel free to share it. Comment replay if you missed it. Comment sleep and your best tip that you enjoyed today to let me know what I should do more of in the future. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being here and thank you for watching.